everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I gonna share you the information about the UI and UX design. We will talk about what is the differentiation between the UI and UX design. Either is it some people consider that is the UI and UX design is the same or different things. Yeah, of course these both are the different things. So let's get started to understand. Okay, first of all, we will talk about the UI design. UI stands for the user interface, and UX stands for the user experiences. So, what is the differentiation between them? So, let's get started. First of all, let me explain the UI design and clear the concept about the UI design. Okay, UI design is a human-first way of designing all the visual interactive elements of a digital product. Let's consider that you have any website who have the interface having the different buttons, text, icons, and also the images. So these all are basically we visualize that or the user visualize that, but the actually in the front of the design. So this is basically the UI, but the UX is totally the different from the UI. What the users feel that, what the user experience. So UX stands for the user experience. What the user experience with these visualized things. Okay, so let's consider that you have the any submit button which have the color, shapes, and also you can say that the text and also it has the shapes. So this is basically the UI which is designed by the UI designer. But whenever you click on it and that your data is submitted, so this is basically the field and this is basically the experience which is done by the user. So this is also the UX. Okay, so user experience. Okay, user experience is basically is a human first way of designing products and services. It considers the how the overall experience and feel for the user. So we can say that UI is the word you use to interact with the product buttons, screens, scroll bars, etc. While UX is considered with how the overall interaction and feel. Okay. So now we have what does a UX designers do and what does a UI designers do. So first of all, let's talk about the UX designers. It conducts user research. Both can do the users research, but in the UI designs they do the front end designing research. Okay, so this is totally about the designs, buttons, icons, and animations. This is all about the UI designers. Okay, and we have the UX designers who conduct the research. Okay, basically how the users like to click on and what the experience is done by the user. So this is basically the UX designers do. They determine the information architecture and UI designers chooses the typography and colors, patterns, and these all about. Now we have the create UX designers and those who can create the wireframes and prototype, but UI designers visual guide. They create a visual guides. Okay. Next, we have the UX designers to bridge the gap between the user's needs and the needs of the business, but they can ensure the designs is responsive. Okay, and they also collaborate with the UX designers and developers, and they collaborate with the UI designers, developers, and other key stakeholders. So it is very important the UI and UX designers who collaborate with each other and create the designs. Again, after the creation of these designs, that can be whenever this finalized, so it is handed over to the developers who code it and make it in the real shape and the real face of this either website or the either apps. Okay, so now we have the key skills of the UX designers and the key skills of the UI designer. What are the key skills that both can collaboration, communication, and open mindedness? It's very important. Okay, both have empathy, curiosity, and continuous learning. They have the adaptability. Okay. Next, we have the UX designers have the skills of the critical thinking and also the problem solving, and also the UI designers who have the creativity and problem solving skills also. So UX designers have the familiarity with user research and analysis technique, but the key skills of the UI designers have the visuals, branding skills, typography, colors, theory, icon, design, etc. These all the things which is all about the UI designers have. Both can do the wireframing and prototyping. I also the UX designer understanding of the information architecture and UI designer have the responsiveness. So responsiveness is basically how anything which is shown onto the web, same as on the mobile phone, mobile screen or tablet or anything, which is it should be shown same. Okay, so this is the responsiveness of the design. Now we have the UX designers have the usability testing, users and usability testing, and UI designers have animation and interactivity. So now let's going to the process of the where do the UI and UX fit into the product development process. In the product development process, the UX designers or the UX researchers conduct the user research. First of all, they need to do the research of what the actual products we want to meet. Okay, so now then UX designers and the business stakeholders come up with the product idea. They come up with the product idea is in the form of the they create the wireframes, they can create the architecture and sketches, and then low fidelity prototypes. Wireframe is basically they take up copy and the pencil and create the sketch or the wireframe that how the actual products that they made and the idea of the product is basically what. So they try to create it on the paper and also keep the pen with them. So and they create the architecture and the structure or wireframe of this low fidelity prototypes they create. Okay, so now then UX designers carries out some initial user testing before handing over to the UI designers. Before the UI the designers or those who create the user interface, they just create the experiences and they create the initial user testing before hand it over to the UI designers. Then now UI designers is to determine all the visual and interactive properties of the products. For example, choosing the color scheme, designing icons and typography, and creating the animations. These all about is done by the UI designer. And then UI designers create the interactive, high fidelity prototypes for further users testing. So this is done by the UI designer. Then UI designer hand it over to the final design to the developers and who code it and make this live into the live. This the product they actually made by the developers. Okay, and uh, and then this is all about the UI and UX design. Hopefully, you understand that what is the differentiation between the UI and UX design, and what are the working of the UI designers and UX designer. These are the most important things which is done by both UI and UX designer. And then the final product is handed over to the developers, and then it will turns into the real products or the real actual products what they want. Okay, so this is the basically the UI and UX design. Hopefully you understand this deep information which I have provided you. So if you like my videos, please like, share, and subscribe. And for more further videos, please click the bell icon. So you can get the updates of any other videos which I have shown you further. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and Allah Hafiz.